Hi, Glenn Phillips with Beach Homes Realty and beach-homes.com. So you're thinking of selling a beach home. You're thinking, should I offer buyers agents compensation? It's kind of big news and headlines around the country for the last several months. It's going to be that way for a while. And so that's probably a question you're going to think about when you're time to sell your property. And so I want to kind of cover that a little bit today. And the answer is, well, it depends. I know that's kind of fuzzy, but it actually does depend, and the situation can be very different. You need to start with, what is your goal in selling? Now you say, well, my goal is to sell it for a lot of money really quickly. Well, that's true. So how are you going to attain that goal? And I'm going to encourage you to think about this, is that you need to think about where buyer's agent compensation is, how this impacts your pool of all the people who could buy the property. And they fall into three groups. Okay? Group one are people who can pay their agent. The buyers who have the money, they often pay cash for these transactions anyways. They're accustomed to paying for quality service, for an expert to guide them through a process. They got this. So that's one pool, and that's going to be in anybody you deal with. Now there's a second pool where this starts to become more complicated. These are buyers who cannot or will not pay their agent. They're expecting that to be adjusted through the seller offering some type of compensation. In fact, when I say sometime, I mean all of it. And that maybe they don't have the financial means, they've stretched everything to get this dream property, or they just have a philosophical point of, you know, I've never paid one before, I'm not paying one now. There's all sorts of things that they may say and believe. Doesn't matter whether they're right or wrong. This is a group that, if there's not buyer's agent compensation, it can make challenges of them even looking at your property, and negotiation challenges. Now the third pool is kind of in the middle. These are the people who can and will pay a portion. Now maybe they have a certain limit of financial means. It could be they have a budget and it's like, this is all I'm paying and I need the difference made up by the seller. It could be philosophical. They just say, this is what I'm doing. I have the means. I don't care. This is how much I'm paying, and seller needs to fix it. So when you're thinking about what you want to accomplish here, you need to think about how much of those three pools you want to include, because that's really going to be the people who are engaging in your property. They may inquire, they may ask about compensation, and your answer is not wrong. It's just going to be, do you want one pool, two pools, or all three of the pools? And the amount that you do, and that's going to be negotiable, what that amount is, what you contribute. But what I'm going to suggest is you set a goal when it's time to sell your house of what's going to get you, not necessarily the exact stuck on the compensation amounts, but what's going to get you the best net dollar walking away from that closing table. These things have many moving parts, and so I always think, you know, there's an arbitrage type play here where if I can compensate somebody and in the end I end up with more money, then I want to compensate them. If I, on the other hand, realize the property is going to move without doing that, and that's going to give me the most money. And this varies greatly from market to market. So I advise you that you talk with an expert agent, for these are very much specialty types of properties, and it's not like primary common residential. So get somebody who's versed in it, who understands the buyers who are out there, the sellers and their means, who can help you negotiate this process as a guide. It's still going to be your choice. They'll help you explain these options, and then you can make the choice and navigate this as you want. But it's not as simple as I'm paying or I'm not. You need to think about what the goal is you're trying to accomplish. So the answer is, should I offer buyer's agency compensation? I say it aligns with what goal, how fast you want to sell your home, and what kind of return you're looking in that, and how you adjust if the property is not selling. A little fuzzy, so what it really does, I go back to my first point, it depends. Be sure and visit us at beach-homes.com, where you can see lots of properties, tens of thousands of properties for sale, as well as you can find agents you can connect with. We'll get you an agent who can help you navigate this, whether you're buying or selling that dream beach property. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out beach-homes.com.